18 back then. And then someone showed me trading. I was very, very impressed by trading. I was not understanding it on the same day or in the same week. I needed time, but I was very impressed because I realized one thing. If you know how trading works, or if the day comes where somebody gives you the right tools, like you have today, you can be free forever with those tools. What is freedom? Just think about what is freedom for you. I can go through different people here, and maybe you will give me different stories and different definitions of freedom. Because freedom is not the same for everybody. But if we break it down, it's one thing. It's freedom of choice. Like being free in the choices I'm doing daily. Are you free in your choices daily? 95% most people are not. Why? Because before they're making a choice, they have to ask two bosses which everybody has in their life. The first boss is called money, and the second boss is called time. You always have to ask those two before you choose, so you're not free. And we're talking about every choice in your life. So who would like to go to fly to Hawaii today? I think many people would like, but you always have to ask those two, or at least one of them. Even if you want to sit down on a chair for an hour, you have to ask who? Time. Do I have the time to sit for an hour and relax? And trading is something which eliminates both bosses. You can eliminate time, money, and even a third one, which is geographical freedom, location. Because I can trade from everywhere. Everything I need to make money is actually 4 things. 2 of them you already have. 1 of them I can give you. The last thing, your action you're taking after this information you get. So let's jump to the. Can you do it? Yeah. So what I will show you right now is I will directly come to the point how you can make money, how you can create online income streams through Forex automatically from today on. Now today not, it's weekend the market's closed, but from Monday on, because the market is open from Monday to Friday, 24 hours. Okay? So if you listen carefully, you could start on Monday to do your first trades fully automatically. We have automated systems which we track over third parties. So don't worry, you don't have to believe us, you don't have to believe me, you don't have to believe Erwin that our results are good and our products are working. You can check if traders are using it to track their results. And there are a lot of statistics traders are using it to track their results. And there are a lot of statistics in my Facebook. This is my favorite one. My favorite one is the risk. If you're focused on that, and this is your priority number 1, you will not be successful long-term in the market. You're able to make money for a month or 2, but not for 5 years or 10 years. If you want to make money at least in the next 3, 4, 5, 6 years with trading, you should switch your priority from profits to risk management. Okay? If you switch your focus, of course you want to make profits, we'll show you as well, but if you switch your focus on the risk management part, you will be able to work with strategies which are still here today in 3 years, in 5 years, in 8 years. Okay? And this is like one of our statistics, and risk of rowing is showing you the following. I will explain. It is showing you how many trades our strategy has to lose in a row to lose a certain amount or percentage of the account. Again, to lose 10% of your account, this strategy win situation here. Okay? So you can have results directly in the market without knowing anything about the market. And that's the nice thing about the things we have today. So these are a few of the income streams, but I will explain each one of them separately to you right now. Let's start with what you're using a bot which is creating an income for you directly in the market. Okay? And maybe we can wait till Lisa's finished with the bot. I will continue. So, everyone told you already that the products are for free, right? But as we know, nothing is for free in the world. So how do you pay here using the bot? You will not buy a package, you will not buy a monthly fee. You can start for free, but if the bot is making profits for you, you will keep sending. Because if you look at the world economy, at all the companies, products, services, it's always in the other way. If a company promises you something for a service, or it can be a physical product, we get promises all the day for creams and protein shakes. Every company is promising something with a product. And usually you buy first, and afterwards you see if it works, right? Afterwards you see if they're lying or saying the truth. Here, you first use it for free, and when it worked already, you are paying. Okay? So when you're making your first $10, you can keep 7.5, and $2.5 is profit share. Now we come to the interesting part. The 25% are going where? Back to you as a community, because we want to grow together. So we are sharing the 25% on 10 different levels with the community. What does that mean? What is the community? Just imagine you're able to take on Saturday and Sunday, and you start using the bot. On Monday morning, the bots are starting. I will not promise you anything, but just imagine. On Monday morning, who's at work on Monday? No one, just rich people here. No one is working. So let's say you're working on a Monday morning, and you're working 8 hours. You're not looking at your phone. And in the evening, after your work, you're looking at your phone and you saw you made the first $5 profit trading automatically. Will this excite you? Definitely. What will happen when you are excited? Share it. We start to talk. That's what we do all day with everything. It can be a restaurant, it can be a movie, it can be a book, it can be a club, it can be a hotel, whatever. It can be makeup. We share with the people we like and love. It's something which is just in us. It's normal. And we are making revenue for other companies in that way every day. But we are not getting something back from those companies, right? Here you get something back. So if you share just your results, you don't have to make a 1.5-hour presentation. You just share your results with a friend and say, hey, I made $8 yesterday. How? I don't know. I have no clue. But it works. And they start using it through you. They will be in your first level. That means from the day they start using it, every time they make a profit, they will pay a profit share automatically, right? So they're paying this anyway. A part of it will come back to you. And then you're starting leveraging, because you're not just earning from your own account, you're earning from other accounts as well. Maybe 5, maybe 10, maybe 100, maybe 1,000. You don't know. Because everybody in this room, everybody, is underestimating what can happen if you start this. Because people just think about the people they know. But it's not about the people you know. It's about the people they know, and they know, and they know. One of our main leaders has 20,000 people. So like he brought this room himself, and out of this 21 people, 20,000 were created. Because people are talking about the product automatically. Do you understand what that means? We have real passive income here. And I say real because most of the passive incomes online are illusion, are a lie. Especially in our industry, network marketing, people are talking about passive income all the time, but it's not truth. Most of the people are running and building and selling, and it's not really passive. Here, I brought him 1.5 years ago, and to be honest, we don't have any contact anymore. I don't have contact with every client. So maybe for one year, I'm earning money. That's passive income. I talked to him once, I presented tech once, I met him just once. It was work one time. But every time he's opening a trade or making profits, I'm earning from that. That's passive. Okay? So now let's go. So now that was one of 5 income streams. We have 4 more. Okay? But I will explain it very fast. So what I explained to you right now was this one, the second one. Performance fee, profit share, you can call it whatever you want, but that was the one I explained to you right now. These 2 are the main ones which everybody can use from Monday. Okay? And the other ones are for bigger leaders. People who are already experienced in this industry, or who are, because when we talk about big leaders, those big leaders started also one day from zero. Those big leaders were also like you on an event, maybe had no clue about Forex, but all they did is getting the information, take the decision, and take action and changing their life forever. The next one, or for me one of the most interesting ones, is the lot commission. Everyone told you already, every time you open a trade, you pay a small fee to the broker. They will pay a small fee. And a part of the small fee will go back to you. So you're earning every single time someone, when you are at the gym, when you're sleeping, when you're playing with your kids, when you're laying on the beach on vacation, with 24 hours a day where a trade can be potentially opened. And every time someone in the organization is opening a trade, you're getting paid. Not monthly, not weekly, not daily. In the same moment, you're getting the commission on your account. You can withdraw it and use it in your life. Right? The other ones I will explain to you as well. First, we can go a little bit more detailed about how much you get, and then go to the CPA directly, okay? So here you can see the lot commissions. The lot commissions you get as well on 10 different levels. 3 of the levels are free. They're unlocked with 4 directs. If you bring 4 people yourself, this level is unlocked. And the same with the other ones. So if you bring 10 people yourself, all the levels are unlocked and you're free to go. Okay? The CPA, that's why I told you it's for bigger leaders, people who can unlimited levels. Okay? So if you count everybody together and you reach over 200,000, you get 3.5% on that volume direct cash on your hands. Forever. Because a client is not just making deposit once. You know, if he likes it, if he's happy, they will do it 3 months again, 4 months again. So every time they deposit, you are calculating the volume once a month, you get the 3.5 on the 200,000. 1 million a month, we jump to 5%. If you reach that, 5% from 1 million is $50,000. 50K directly cash on your hand. On top of the profit share, on top of the lot commission, on top of the trading results, on top of the Lamborghini Euros, on top of all of that stuff you saw today. Okay? So as you can see, we are building one business here, right? It's one platform. It's called Tech Markets, right? It's one platform, one brand, one community. But inside of this one platform, you are, maybe even by accident, creating multiple income streams. As you saw, you have not just 1, not 2, not 3, or 4, 5, 6, 7 different income streams on the same platform. And that's a powerful thing about tech, and why we are growing 4, 5, 6,000 people right now every single day. So every morning we wake up, we have at least 4,000 or 5,000 more people in tech. And what we are doing here, we already did in the rest of the world. So it's not something you have to believe that it works, it already works. We did it in South America, we did it all over Europe, we did it in the Middle East. This is the first touch point in Asia. With Malaysia, we are opening the Asian market. We are the first people getting this information. And our main job is to give you this information, but you can do whatever you want with it. You have 2 choices. You can choose to be part of it, because it will work here, the same like in the rest of the world, if not better, it's stronger, and be part in making the brand big with us. Or you can just watch how it happens. And maybe in 1 or 2 years, you will see our conventions with thousands of people. You will remember that you were here in Kuala Lumpur, and the event with maybe 20, 30 people, the worst case for you. So I think now you get every information you need to take a decision for yourself. We thank you for your time and your attention coming here on a Saturday afternoon. And yeah, hopefully see you next time. Thank you.
some general information at the next slide. This presentation that you saw just now, this is the link tree. So you can scan it. If you have your phone, please scan it now. Yeah, you can scan it, and then you're getting the presentation, the videos in different languages. So it's perfect to get all the infos, the Telegram groups, the free signals, the social media trading, when are the Zooms, all this information. When you scan this, you're coming to the link tree. Yeah. If not, we will share it then. Good. Great, huh? And now we do it also for our Chinese guests.
你听说了吗？人工智能正在改变一切，包括我们交易的方式。现在 AI 可以重新塑造你对市场的看法和操作方式，利用由强大多因子分析和完全可自定义参数驱动的算法交易，把握外汇市场的机会。让 A5Bot、Alot Gold、A5O 和 A-Cent 1000等前沿机器人为你工作。 复制全球顶级交易者的策略，该平台旨在实现高性能表现，将先进的交易技术带到每个人的身边。由 iTech 驱动，一交易，1亿万种解决方案。
Good.
Excellent. Okay, now we are coming to a very interesting part, and we have. A legend sitting here in this room, and I think this is something which is not normal. Yeah? So we have a very special guest, and if somebody is coming from the network marketing industry, is somebody here who did the network marketing in the past?
Yes.
Yeah, we're here. Good. There are some names in this industry that everybody knows. Yeah? There are some legends. Yeah, that people who were network marketing, they know them. Not just in one country, in two countries, in one area, in one region. No, they know them globally. Yeah? Because they were super successful, not just in one company, in multiple companies. Yeah? And one of these legends we have here with us, and he will tell us a little bit about his life and what he learned to get better, about attitude. Yeah? About how to develop yourself and how to bring you to another level. Yeah? So he started his journey on the 12th of August, so 26 years ago, 1999. Yeah? This was the day where the three brothers took a serious decision and changed their life forever. Yeah? And I think I'm very honored to introduce now one of these legends who will on stage explain you a little bit about how he did it from starting in a meeting in 12th of August 1999 to be a legend now. Yeah? And I think this is very interesting to listen to him because we can all learn from this and apply certain rules, apply certain ideas to also come to this point. So big applause for Aaron Steinkeller.
Okay, good evening, good afternoon, good evening to everybody. Erwin, my name. Thank you, Erwin, for introduction. That is Sam and Clara, very good. The two teachers, the money and the time. Where shall I start? In my very beginning, 1999, I started in multi-level marketing and I was a school teacher. I was a teacher in school 6 years to 10. Free time, waiter, I had multiple jobs because I wanted to make money, right? And one thing, I'm not a super genius, but I'm also not stupid, let's say it this way. But I understood that as teacher, it would take me 200 years to become financially free. So our father is a director, school director, a headmaster. And back then I had a girlfriend, my first girlfriend. My father studied university, PhD, very smart guy, with money. So
the father of my girlfriend back then, I'm from North Italy, we had lira. So he had the lira. So I was multi-millionaire back then already, but it was not so much money. But he had pocket full of money, no school. My father, high intelligent school. So this was the first dilemma I had. And then Ariel said 1999, at 10 in the evening, I was waiter in the restaurant of the hotel of my girlfriend. I went at 10 p.m. to a meeting where somebody was drawing percentages and 500 cows in North Italy. So I'm living in a very beautiful place, but 200 people and 500 cows. So we had no phone when I was young. We had no television, so I can't. Unbelievable story. So back then they showed us a pyramid, sponsoring people, percentage, and then they put a bottle of protein shake on the table. A company called Herbalife from America. And believe it or not, I fell in love. I didn't understand the mathematics and the dynamic of a conversation, but the guy who showed me this, he was a post officer, and he was making in 1 month something like my father as headmaster in 1.5 years. So I love the company. This was a decision what was in correlation with my future, with my dreams. So we started, Christian and me. We were sure next year we will become millionaires. Was it reality? More learning than earning. It was a lot of emptiness, financial emptiness, what we needed to financially free, but I was my own boss. I traveled the world. I had the best coaches in the world, Jim Rohn. I saw Mark Hughes. This was actually unbelievably good. But there's a good saying, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. So I'm 48. Some of you are older than me, some of you are younger. Somebody with young age can be much further than others with more age, right? You see the new billionaires, 22 years old. But I think the goal in life is to stand stable on a few pillars. Your health, number one is health, by the way, right? But wealth plays a very important role for your health, right? The social aspect, the family aspect, your inner energy, your development, your mental growth, right? So I had the honor to learn a lot from very smart people. And the 9th of November 2008, Kuala Lumpur changed my life. In Kuala Lumpur, the 9th of November, I was on my, let's say, last trip for Herbalife. I had no money. I had $10. No, on the way back, I had no money. Not even $1, no credit card. So I was in the plane, and next to me was sitting a guy from Texas, a black guy. It was one white guy, one black guy, and all Malay people. And this guy was, I showed you the photo, right? This guy was sitting next to me. And he gave me a card, his business card. It's not okay, just, I still have his card. This guy gave me his business card. And I put the card here, say, thank you, sir, blah, 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 blah. And my experience with business cards was not good, right? I was 9 years in Herbalife, no money, good, amazing. I don't know how many times me and my brother cried because we didn't make it. But we could not give up. Everybody knew us in our little village. So if you would give up, they would say, oh, they would point. So giving up was no option for us. And I got from this gentleman a card and I put it here. And later I remember, evening connecting flight Singapore to Frankfurt. I was sitting on a chair and no money. I was thirsty. I not had money to buy water. And there are some people drinking from this springs. They say, no, probably I lied before. I don't do this now. It's some European attitude. No, it's different, right? Every country has different cultures. I said, yeah. I wait. So then I had this card here. And I saw a basket and I want to kick it there because I had 1,000 cars, never luck. So my recommendation, the moment you think it's over, there you are very close to the success. In a moment where you say, that's it, there you need to jump. So I didn't throw this car because a woman was walking. It was 4 in the morning in Singapore, 4 or 5. A woman walked, and for respect of this woman, I did not throw it. I know this was an angel. This was a hallucination. Maybe it was not even a woman, but I saw somebody coming, a woman, but maybe it was my fantasy, my subconscious mind, to not throw this car. To make a long story short, this car saved our life massively. Okay, we entered in a coffee company called Organ Gold. We opened also Asia. I was here in Kuala Lumpur many times. So I am the last crown ambassador of this company. And all happened with a card, what a gentleman gave me in the plane, and I did not throw away. So we made in this company 1 million coffee clients, and what we have done is the same what we did in Herbalife. Meeting, going, shaking hands, making friends, explaining the same over again. Obviously, we are now in a different time. Now, we ship a product, is more difficult. So what we do now with DACH markets is a different level, a different magnitude, okay? But our career started really from the bottom, from a village of 200 people, and we became financially free, traveled the world. We made our dream reality, and we are not yet there where we want to go. So the last 10 years in this digital marketing industry, crypto, and generally this metaverse and all these different projects. I know a lot of these projects, believe me. Many people called me to join. I joined some of them. It was interesting money-wise, but after it was not good because there was always some legal issue or some scam involved or somebody who promised you. And I was playing with the idea to really stop networking. This year I say, I have enough. It cannot be that you build something and it collapses. Another vision, and you always lose friends. We always made it, but it's not that you always make it, you need to see also people making it. Because then you don't have to change again. If they make money, you make money. Are we on the same page? So, and still nowadays, many scams open the doors. Here I have last week in KL, big companies all in. I just give you a few names for warning. This is all very bad what's going on. There are companies, they're promising you fixed income and people believe it. They all think, I will be the first who will make money. No, all of these people who are there, they're all sharks. And if only sharks, there's nothing to eat. Or let's say it's only wood. What is an ecosystem? Have you heard the word ecosystem? Everybody spoke the last years about ecosystem. We're building a crypto ecosystem, right? We're building an ecosystem where we create our own financial world, right? This was one of the craziest words. What is an ecosystem? In the nature, an ecosystem, let's say, is one wolf and 500 sheep. You understand my comparison? What if we have 500 wolves? Do we have an ecosystem? No. What is the network? We are all wolves, guys. If we build the ecosystem between us, we all die. Each of us needs 500 clients. Then we can speak about the ecosystem if we speak about a crypto ecosystem. So this is just one example that you really, if somebody comes with the word ecosystem, better run. Because he will not make it, especially not with us. So, in January, February, my brother Christian said to me, we need to meet this Nick. We need to meet him. German guy, and I am North Italy guy, North Italian, we speak German. I speak the same language as well, totally the same. Why I say same language as Erwin, we speak the same slang, okay, a German dialect. And I heard that Nick is a German guy, and I said, yeah, okay, I want to listen. Again, another story, I want to meet. And then to make a long story short, I met the Forex universe, and for me it was also hocus pocus. It was also, I had too many bad experiences from people who promised you some money, some returns. And by the way, if a company gives you everyday fixed return, run away. Believe me, it's impossible. The biggest institution on the world is BlackRock. Not even they give you 0.3% a day fix, right? Because it is as it is. Now, company XYZ or whatever they name, 0.3% a day fix. So it's all scams. So I had this idea. I did not know about what Erwin told us, regulated broker, license. I did not know about it. So then I say, wow, let's dive into it. To make a long story short, we started now actually 1 month building, because before it was a lot to learn. I'm not a technical freak. I am more the communicative teacher, okay? But I know if you want to grow today, we are all entering in an economic crisis, guys. This is very sure. The world is in debt. Europe, big disaster. America, biggest disaster. So it will collapse. It will. The AI is coming. AI will take many jobs. All my colleagues, the teachers, they will all. Some of my friends from the past, I was teacher. They still are teachers or work for the government. Most of these people will lose the jobs because the government will take one teacher. This teacher will be in the classes, and they pay one salary. And this teacher, what is probably the best, will teach the 10 million kids in Italy the school. So bye-bye job, and all the secretary jobs. There will be a disaster of not employing people. For us in MLM network marketing, it's the best time ever. We will have people joining in an amazing number, okay? And especially if you are in this project now, because in that market we are playing in the money world. Money will always be, this we know. There is oxygen on this planet, water and money. If oxygen is missing, we are dead. If water is missing, we are also dead. But if money is missing, we are also dead. If the money is gone, it's like the God is gone, right? Choosing a legal way, a legal vehicle, where we have sunny days and rainy days. Okay, it's not only good. I will go now through my presentation that we take the advice from a few brilliant brains in the world. I choose some kind of things what makes sense, with, especially with us in network marketing, that we can learn from someone who did it, okay? And we can brilliantly connect the opportunity in dark markets with the growing mentally, growing spiritually. A Chinese Confucius said, if you want to wish something bad for someone, give him too much money too fast. This is true. Who burned the first million? I lose. The first million I had, I lost it. Even I was a very conservative guy. Conservative, in the coffee company, the first million, we living in Italy, back then we had the problem what to do with the taxes. There was immediately some smart guy coming and said, I have a solution for your tax problem. We open a company in Panama, blah, 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 blah. I was a green phone. I believed this money was on his account. I could not even do anything. Why? Because then he would sue me that I was trying to avoid to pay taxes. So the long story short, I moved them back to Dubai. I never had a tax issue in my life. But what I want to say, if you want to learn in Europe, this is the next slide. Look, this is YouTube and learn. He said, and this is so true, you are the average of your 5 friends. the money in your pocket is the average of your 5 best friends. So this is also in a bad way. Let's do an example. If your 5 best friends are alcoholics, probably you are at suicide, right? If your 5 best friends are university professors, you know, you always tend to adapt what is surrounding you. And when we're speaking about money and success, it's very good to be next to him. He's successful, right? It's better him than, if you want to learn from money, than the waiter next door. You understand what I mean? Without judging, you need to really check your list. Who is your? Let's talk about it later. Look, no one ever, wherever you go in business or in life or in health, nobody ever will say it was just that easy. It was just all, or it was all just like a symphony. The harder you have the life, the more you will be able to teach later, right? Smooth sea never made a skilled sailor. You need to go really through the hard times. But the good thing is here, especially in our case here in dark markets, you don't have to do the same mistakes that we have done the last 10 years. I only earn money if you earn money, right? This is clear. So I would be really stupid if I would teach you the wrong thing. Then I would not earn money. You from those who did the mistakes. You from those who did the mistakes. You can go 10 years through a Herbalife process like I did. You can go 10 years through a Herbalife process like I did. Most of the people who do that. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Very philosophical, but in the business world where we are, did you ever record how you talk to other people? Record how you talk to other people. Because you will listen to your voice. Oh my God, bad. It hurts. You need to do it, no matter how old or young you are. Watch, analyze yourself, how you speak to people. Because maybe you think, oh my God, I would myself not even sign up now. Then you come closer to the solution, right? When you change the way you look at things, everything will change. Just by the simple way to record, to register how you present, yourself. Because this will, you need really to study also Napoleon Hill. He's so important. Most great people have attained their big success, most of the millionaires, without telling names or what. The biggest guys in the world, they have all a similar path. No matter which country, or I know it would be better if you would have 20 guests here, right? Or 30. This is a numbers game at the end of the day, right? But what was my biggest success in life? When they ask, I come to you later, when they ask Arnold Schwarzenegger, the Austrian bodybuilder, they say, you have 10 repetitions for arm exercise. What is the most important? The first or the second, slowly. You know what he said? The most important is the 11th. One more. So when you do recruit people, when you do calls, what is the most important? There where you say, I give up. Because there you're very close to the barrier that you really make, that you really find the right person, right? It's always this one more, where the masses stopping. The founder of dark markets, a 27-year-old guy. I agree what we heard before, that the generation of high tech, right? They are in this, and I think this generation of guys are they have more, I don't know how to say it, more access to technology, easier than older kind of people, right? And he, at 27 years, he is actually multi-billionaire. He will be probably a billionaire. And the good thing is, in this case, I think he already had a lot of money. He lost a little bit of money, but he still, you know, this is what you need to have. You cannot trust what cost me many Bitcoin and money to trust a new one who is brilliant in mind, but he never had, you know, if you don't have had and one down, you cannot put your future in his hand. Nobody knows if he had or she had a down, if she will ever rise again. So you need to have had this up and down. Only then you can go, and Nick did already an amazing job before, and therefore we see how to push in that market. We save time, we save energy, we save legal issues, okay, and all in one package. Next. Look, these are some of the famous people. Everybody knows Albert Einstein, Michael Jordan, Walt Disney, Steve Jobs, the Beatles, Oprah Winfrey. In school they say, you're an idiot. Okay? The teacher said, you're an idiot, you better go home. We don't have to talk, right? You know, Jordan, he was not accepted in the basketball team in the school. He became the greatest of all time. Walt Disney, they say, lack of imagination. And he created Walt Disney. Steve Jobs was fired from his own company, you know, and he did not give up, right? Oprah Winfrey, also not good to talk. Any of us has his own talent. So it's not, they are also humans, they will also die. Some of them died already, right? But not to say it's bad. Why? Because if you have, it's easier that something falls down than it goes up. It's also easier to say, oh, I don't do well. And what we can put here next, what we put here together in black markets is the best, because so many of the brilliant brains of this industry come together with this new technology, and we build something what is somehow a product. I have my doubts, because we had Corona already one very bad, maybe man-made experience to test what will happen. But one thing is sure, if we are online, money will be circulating day and night, and therefore if we decide to go into a business, it needs to be legal and compliant. And by the way, the best, what convinced me to join dark markets was the fact that the money is, if they give you something fixed every day, it's a scam. Because nobody has every day the same percentage. And if somebody wants your money, and after they create a success story, it's always the same scheme, right? They make money, always everything good, and after done. So what we have here at black market, waiting, investing time, and you know, it's interesting what the crypto market created, huh? Vesting period, 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, the companies, this.
You mean the app is decentralized?
No, it's not decentralized. It's a wallet, yeah, but you're putting the money on the wallet, yeah.
On your account?
Yes, on your account.
But that account is centralized, it's not decentralized.
Yes, but it's steal your money. And also the broker cannot steal your money because it's on your account, under your name, under your KYC.
All things is regulated.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's nowhere stand. And who guarantees you that whoever created this decentralized thing had a good intention? Intelligent boy when it comes to technical things. I like to know who is here. You see us, right? Okay, we know Nick, fully centralized. Hallelujah, 100 times better than decentralized and something. Look, who is he? You know what I mean? When there's a problem, where you go? Decentralized, where you go? You know what happens after? You are a leader. You bring people to something decentralized. The decentralized ghost is gone. You know where the people come to you. Suddenly you have all the world. Forget the decentralized things. I'm not talking about smart contracts. The payment, automatic, there's not disaster. So goals are like magnets. They attract the things that make them come true. Sometimes, most of the times, we anyway overthink. You know what? I'm also a specialist in this. You think too much. And then you think too much with the intention that we circulate here and remain chicken, because when you know that you actually are eagle, you don't, your brain creates to survive a harmony. I'm good as I am, And maybe it's good, but I would say, surround yourself with people who have made it, and suddenly you will not start anymore to justify your life. Okay? You should be happy, but you should also be free and say, you know what, tomorrow we fly to Hawaii. You remember this comparison? It should be possible, right? Because many people do it. Next, please. Look, this is the law of attraction in simple words. When you focus on you, you grow. When you focus on shit, shit grows. Repeat this again. You understand, right? In my life, during my period of making money and losing money and making money, for whatever reason, started to have a problem, and then I focused too much on the problem, is infected. I learned how to handle it. You need to outsource something. You cannot have, how he says it, the shit in the brain, because this will influence the advantage, right? When you are sick, really a severe disease, then suddenly the bullshit we worry about is not anymore here. So try a few days to analyze yourself for what you are worrying or what is stealing your attention. And then you say, man, cross fingers, if I would lose a leg now, this would be a problem. But not that this is not okay or this is not okay, because this, what is taking our attention is taking us away from the success. The best, the richest people are most of the time the really coolest one of all. They don't, sorry my Spanish, they don't give a shit to so many things. What poor people do? They give, oh, this is it, this is it, this is it. Religion teaches us, school teaches us to make not our life happy, but to stay in a circle of dependence, right? And when you escape there, you should believe in God. I'm not at least 100% not. I am very believer in God, but I don't want the circle, the circumstances they give us, because those who give this are the richest of all. So that all the churches, no, without naming, they have all more money than we can possibly imagine. So, and they're asking us that we should help and donate. Something wrong, right? I am, when I signed 99, independent distributor. This I like. I am an independent distributor. I can go where I want. Okay, you cannot go in certain war zones, but you can expand globally. You don't have a limit. Oh, I have this city in a franchise. I am independent. And therefore, in the beautiful part in multi-level marketing is we have friends everywhere. Watch the news, fight, 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 nation, nation, nation. It's all crazy from the normal society. But the networkers, you go to Korea, we make money with happiness and with the right people. Next, please. And we need to focus on the good, obviously. So, this is the same. Keep your mind fixed on what you want in life, not on what you don't want. Because we have 60,000 thoughts daily, around 60,000 thoughts. Most of the thoughts we have, we don't even realize. Your brain is constantly spinning. This is our opportunity. In this business, you can become financially free. And financially free gives you also the time, and you choose your people you work with. 2 days ago, very big network from Africa. Without that point is at a certain point in your life, you don't choose everybody. You can decide. It's only in MLM possible. Certain people that I recommend you, not look, everybody has a few people around where you are just with them, because deep behind you think maybe I have an advantage. You know what? People, and always, I think it's called poor thinking, because I have here I could have, here I could have, here I could have, here I could have, and I don't have the weight from those other things. And yes, 2 days ago I said to a big guy, no, he didn't believe it. Said, yes, that's it. I don't want you. Thanks. So Warren Buffett, you know, he's actually one from investing. Most of the people, of the masses, are in this way, right? In the destroying. Why? Religion, and school. In the school we learn to do a mistake is very bad. Who remembers in the school time when you did a mistake, your friend's idiot? So your brain does something. Don't do mistakes. Never, because this makes me bad. And you know what? We only learn with mistakes. We only learn with mistakes. We have a full wrong program in our brain from school, from parents also, because they get it from school and from religion. You do a mistake, you sinner. Bad. Yeah. You learn only. How you know that fire is hot? Only when you touch it. It's impossible another way. How can you become a billionaire? You need to make many millions in the ground and burn, then you'll have the billion. Nobody makes this, right? So a scam gives you this way, right? It's impossible. You always have up and down. So we get taught in school and in the childhood, doing a mistake is the biggest problem. I'm not sure that everybody understands this. Some understand it, but doing a mistake is the only way of growth. No pain, no gain. Only when you hurt the muscle grows. If you sick, if you break the arm, you put it in a... Okay, next. To get something you never had, you have to do something you never did. Very clear. We spoke about this before. You need to really record advice when you do a Zoom or do a meeting. Record yourself and watch yourself later. You will have a mind-changing development on yourself. Just listen to your voice and what you could say better or different, and then you will have a big change. Next, please. We're coming to the end. Thinking and yeah, you know, when you have a goal to have of this size, and here you have a problem of this size, you never see the goal. But if you have the goal like Nick to become top 10 broker in the world, billions and billions and trillions, there's no problem, right? So we will have up and downs here in dark markets. Why? We will for sure one day have some stupid newspaper writing some nonsense about it. So just be prepared. You all are pioneers, right? But the good thing is, you know we cannot always go good. We will have haters. Why? Because we are better than all of them, right? So we will attract haters. But the good thing is, focus together, core team, and don't listen. Next, I come to the very important last time. Yeah. Very clear when you read it, right? If you want to be the 1%, you need to do something but 90% not do. Saturday afternoon, most of the people are hanging around this family and blah, 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 and the same neighbor, and the same wife, the same husband. You are here. It's better, right? You need to jump out of the way you already walked too long. Next. Yeah, this is definitely the case. The number one reason for us to do what we want. They say you are responsible, but if you have somebody against you in your family, wife or husband or something, then it's difficult. This is the number one reason after 25 years of research. 25 years. Next. Okay, the last slide. Look, this is Schwarzenegger. You know it. It's the American governor, the guy from Austria. He made a career in movie, in sport, in politics, and he became also successful not just by coincidence, right? And I told before that when they asked him the question, what is the most important exercise out of 10? The first, the second, the third, the 11th. You need to do one more than the others. You need always, when it hurts, there is the moment. So number one, trust yourself. There, everything starts. You need to trust yourself. Actually, most important thing is trust yourself. You are more important than Steve Jobs. You are more important than Elon Musk. Okay, that's clear. So I see, unfortunately, the young kids, they're watching their stars online, and they have a problem to understand that this is just, it's not a reality. people forget the reality is the problem what I already crystallized out. You are more important than it, right? If you follow exactly this, given what a government does you need to break the rules, not the law. Okay, at the edge, you can find the other country, right? If you are in your comfort zone, nothing will happen. Nothing will happen, right? That's what we talked before. We only learn through mistakes. In a good time, you don't. Your brain is satisfied. When you eat, what happened? You eat full, you sleep. Gone. Game over. If you're hungry, you do things. You're hungry physically, you're mentally hungry, then you create. So you need to be a friend of doing mistakes. This is sometimes the family. This is the biggest dilemma. Partner or family, you just person does not even go into your brain. You know, you cannot say to some family, I don't need you. Maybe it's your father or whatever, or your daughter can be young also. You need to be prepared. They're doing so much content and they never ask you. So this is my strategy. Work like hell, you need to do more than the average. One call more than you want to do. Saturday, and even if it's Sunday at 4 a.m., there probably is the wake up, okay? And give something back to the society. We do it also in dark markets, schools. There will be a lot of charity, what we can give. Also do some charity private. Not the best charity is the charity you do without telling anybody. This fulfills you the most. And maybe some little gift for some kids, do it. Because God sees always what you do. And it's easy when you do it alone more than if you show it to others. Don't boast. But for, of course, as company, we will. It's 1 month and 2 days to go. It's preparation. It starts with the individual phone calls. From the phone call, you go to a smaller meeting. And from the smaller meeting, you go to a kind of weekend seminar. I'm in Thailand. If something is needed, I can also come down. Something like maybe end of September, no problem. If there is a group, you let us know, we come, that we can push the teams, because people, it's easy when the boat runs, the big vessel, everybody will jump. I saw this many times in my life. To kickstart something takes the effort. But once it moves, then people, they don't join because they understand it. They join because everybody joins. The masses are very smart and the others are okay. But we are now in this phase of the very first people. We need to push, we need to have a plan, and you need to count the numbers. How many meetings I do, how many Zooms I do. You cannot expect 100 people on your event if you had 4 phone calls. You don't know. Things change. Call and ask people. The best, then I finish, I give the word back to Erwin. The best question, from my experience, to someone is always, I cannot say, Erwin, I have something for you. Come, listen. Because maybe Erwin feels, oh, what do you want? How you want? How you know that you have something for me? You know, you can easily conflict with the ego. But if I ask Erwin, do you know someone who has interest to earn a few $1,000 or to make a big career? You know what Erwin thinks? Right? But if I attack him directly, maybe he said, you're my lifesaver, but maybe he can also say, come on, I will not show you that I need you. So you need to do many of these cards. Let me ask you this. Do you know someone who wants to achieve this and this and this? And then count the name. You need to pen and paper. Okay? Write the name, boom, 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 and do minimum 100. 100. Out of 100, 50 are bananas. Okay? But rocks. One will be the prince. If you have the prince in this business, and he builds, like we heard before, a few thousand people 20,000, 30,000 people, you will be income millionaire in dollar. If you sleep or if you, then you can go wherever you want. Then you have no time problem and no money problem. But it starts with the 100 list. You need to do 100 people and go through all based on my experience. So I will be back for sure latest the 25, 26 October here. If wish, we come before again, end of the month. We plan with that exam and thank you.
So I think we are coming to the end part. I think the last few words still to the speaker.
I think we have some people here.
Yeah.
So we have missed that part. Never mind. Those who have questions later, I know time, I have extended time, so it's okay. Yeah, we can stay, and some of you are hungry. We can have some things first, or meanwhile, if you have any questions, we can hear. Yeah, because I think it's a bit so I know some of very hard to let us know very hard. But it's okay. Yeah. But what we do here is I don't think we can do the live streaming anymore because we do it. Yeah. So but anyway, we can do it some other time. Because this was not in my program. I'm so sorry.